Wait, me too. I'm also voting at a curve. I've been.
Hello. How is everybody today? You're close to tax time. Sales tax. So I'm anticipating that. I'm not looking forward to it. Looking forward to this though. I'm getting all this stuff done. It looks so good put together. I haven't checked Warhammer community. I haven't checked Warhammer community. I wonder if there's any news coming out. We don't have any news about what's coming out with new codexes and stuff. I know a lot of people are super anticipating all that. I certainly am. There's a lot of talk about on a lot of the Facebook groups about what the Demons Codex should be, if it should be its own thing or be rolled into the other stuff. And obviously it should be its own thing. Or even if each mono god should have its own codex. And you have rules for allying those demons together somehow. You know, I think it'd be just fine. You know, the way they've done it in the past with the demon stuff is, you know, because we've had detachments before, they just never called them that, and they're spread out in different books and whatnot. So I'm just thinking, you know, obviously there's going to be an undivided detachment, and an undivided detachment and monogod detachments, right? And stratagems for both. But then the next question is there going to be like a bonus detachment? Like before, it was Bellacor's Demon Host. I forget the exact name of it. But like, if there were two different Khorne Demon detachments, what would that look like? If there were two different Nurgle, all this other stuff. Or even if there were two different undivided detachments. Because demons are a close combat army, right? and they have to at least make an attempt to make stuff balanced. Like Nurgle, I don't even know. I think their detachment, if you were to finagle out a detachment, is kind of pretty good. With what they have given access to their abilities, it's more of a question of what is their stratagems and enhancements going to be that are specific to that. You know, I kind of think what we've seen with Custodes is they had their, you know, they said, they walked up and said, okay, there's no such thing as fights first for Custodes anymore. And then they split out some of those stratagems and abilities into the different attachments and the like abilities, the -1 to hit, you know, the martial kata thing. That used to be just an ability for the martial kata, now it's an enhancement. And before, something always got a feel no pain against mortals. Well, now you have to buy that, right? So if we take any kind of semblance of that, you know, we can automatically say that though whatever the existing stratagems aren't going to be in all the detachments. Like, really, I think the most power, there's two of them that I'm maximizing the use of in Pariah Nexus, and that's I don't remember, I'm not wise enough to know the names of them, but pick up on the enemy's turn and deep strike within 3 inches. And it's a combination of those stratagems and stuff like Nurglings or something. I mean, because you know, ever since this data slate change, they were never that big of a deal. Now, when they get the greater demons, get the stuff, get the locusts, it is a way big deal. Because getting those charge off with your big whammer jammers is not only fun, but effective, like hyper effective. Like getting those blood crushers where they need to be. Super cool, super fun, yada yada. And there's some stratagems that kind of worthless, you know, reroll 1s to wound, not that good. Not reroll 1s to save. I just feel like it's something, if it's that imperative, they're just going to do a bunch of damage anyway. Maybe it's a command point that can span multiple stuff, I don't know. Anyway, I think it's fun to speculate what the Demon's Codex is going to be. And I favor mostly a corn detachment to see what kind of stuff that is. See what kind of stuff they get. Like, I'm really wondering, like, you know, they made those changes on the Locust. Is that new Locust going to have that? Is that new Codex going to have those Locust changes? And maybe that's why they put that in. Just to see what that's actually going to do. But, you know, it could be just like Cow Space Marines, where you got the pack-bound zealots that had their stuff, but then it switches to something else in those other detachments, so you're not going to have that demonic incursion ability for just Corn Demons. Like, I keep forgetting that the Corn Demons don't have the +1 strength. I think they had that in 9th edition or something when they charged. So I really missed that. I hope it's something more than that, like +1 strength and +1 AP or something. Would be neat. And you know, it's always been in the past that the Slaanesh stuff has fights first when basically all the time, and that seems broken in this edition somehow. So I don't think they get that. But you know, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't care much about Age of Sigmar or any of the other stuff, but I guess I could play those games with the demons. I'm not interested in learning a new rule set. I guess it would be a good opportunity since the rule set just changed. But I really don't have time at the same time. I'm trying to get to where I want to be on 40k stuff. So. Any of those demon attachments. In the past, Zinch has always been broken. But it's also a lot of fun when you're broken. I guess not for the other players, but you know, Screamers, and in the 9th edition it was the Flamers and just the basic troops. What do you call those things? Horrors. In the 8th edition it was Plague Bearers. Plague Bearers were crazy. That's why I have 60 of them. I ran those guys. -3 to hit. That's why those guys are why nothing can be more than +1 and -1 to hit. Because there was just having that many, and they could do squads of 30. That's why there's only squads of 10 now in the Demons Codex. It'd be fun to see if that came back, not the -3. I agree that was super oppressive, but I don't want that back. But having more than 10-man squads, I really do miss the Bloodletter Bomb. it was a fun tactic to drop in and delete something or hit it really hard. The thing that I like the least and affected Demon the most is Deep Strike, is Overwatch. In 8th edition they had that, and it was just straight oppressive. You Overwatched at full ballistic skill and just deleted things, I think. And you can Overwatch as much stuff as you wanted. It was a bad time for close combat armies. Bad time for close combat armies. Close combat armies are my favorite. I really like the World Leaders. I can't wait to see what they do with their codex. You know, I can't imagine them getting too many detachments. You know, it's not like Custodes where you had the Null Maiden force and some sort of combo force. You know, if they do anything, the most low-hanging fruit they can do with World Leaders is like demonic aligned. You know, I think what they had in 9th edition with the pseudo detachment stuff was like a demonic aligned thing, and then a Space Marine centric thing, which is really neat. It'll be fun to get that again, I think. But I wish they'd be a little bit more creative, but like I have an answer. I got a couple Twitch viewers. Hello, Twitch viewers. Good to see you over there. If there's any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Positive or negative, I'm looking to improve. Had a couple of sales pitches on Twitch. One that was really rude. That was fun. He was very persistent. Took the whole time. Finally told him no. But I don't blame him for trying. And the brass on the bells look really good on there. It's a base coat of Rune Lord brass, and then dry brushing Skull Crusher brass on there. You know, this needs something more. I'm just not totally smart enough to see what. Like, I'm going to go over the tentacles with another coat. It just looks like a weird tree. Not necessarily a Nurgle tree. Wonder what I should do with that. I got one more Gnarlmaw to paint. One more. 2 more squads of plague drones. What else? Oh, a greater unclean one. He's on his way. I have Rodigus. I don't really want to break his head off. I'll keep him as Rodigus, you know. And then, of course, I got to put that greater unclean one together. They're really big. But I want to do the sword. I thought about doing the bell. But that bell is only good at killing small infantry. But that bell, if it kills somebody, it brings the plague bearer back. So you could get really lucky on that plague bell and bring a few guys back. That's within 12 inches, so it's not some casual thing. It'd be fun to test out some test games. But in my experience, the only thing that gets run into like casual infantry and extending that big guy out to kill infantry outside of shooting is not ideal, because even with a 4-up 4+, he can still die, you know. It's just so frustrating, you know. People putting a lot into them is the goal. So another army on the back burner that I want to do is Guard. I have a bunch of Bullgren to paint, because even with their price increase not that too terribly long ago, in Pariah Nexus, since stuff has to exist on objectives so much, it's not that bad to have. They're worth the points, I think. And then just mass vehicles. They have high toughness. Put them in cover, they're not going to have bad saves. bunch of guys get out who can shoot stuff really well. Like I put Kazrakin and just basically MSU in there. What is it? The Tempestus Scions. I think that'd be neat. They can pop out and hit pretty good and really do some damage. The list I came up with is Bulgrins and Tempestus Scions for HQ, or Tempest or whatever's. And Chimeras and those are the vehicles. The truck things. I guess I need to do the little ropes and the bands on the tree. I'm doing the talent chains. Chains. Chain. YouTube viewers, hello. I see you on there. Who are you two viewers? Fantastic. This thing look good or what? To me it's hard what? I got a lot more to do. I mean, it looks good overall, but like, as I'm looking at this more and more, I'm like, I need something besides all this brown. Like, I'm gonna come back and do some highlights or get the pustules on here looking gross, like the ones that are on the bark or something. There's a lot of pustules. I like the pustules looking gross because they're. I did one of these. Here, we'll do the. Look at this guy. He's got all his stuff that looks just absolutely horrid on there. And then this other plague drone, where's he? It really comes together how gross the pustules look. And there's pustules all over this thing. I think that extra detail would make it pop a lot more. I liked all the extra details. Getting there. Getting there, getting there. I think we are going to go this gray seer and get after some of these pustule spots. I guess the skull wasn't too. Skulls and bones. There's something else. supposed to play a game today of 40k. I'm not quite sure. I say supposed to. I'm not necessarily locked into playing or married to playing today. I could go without. But I want to get more practice in, and I guess I want to be better at demons, so I should bring those guys. What I'm preparing for is a tournament in the end of August called Wasteland Wars. It's in Lubbock, a couple hours from me, and it's a GT. It's easy to go to because it's 2 hours away. Drive down one day, stay the night, drive back the next, hang out with friends and have a good time, eat some good food. I want to take this Nurgle list or a variant of it down there. So I should play demons. I want to play demons. I want to play demons more. I play Custodes at the RTT as you know, the ringer, since I was the TO. That's just because they're easy to transport, easy to play. Playing demons, when you're playing that many models, is a lot of effort, no matter how you split it. 60 plague bearers is a lot of dudes. And I don't want to put people through that unless I got something to get out of it too. I'd say it's going pretty good. Decent amount of people on all the platforms. And figure out how to get compel people to actually chat. Not quite sure how to do that. No, I know it's just a paint channel, but I'm painting on the screen. But really, I want to chat about 40K. I want people to want to hear what they have to say. I want to see what they have to say about the developments in the game, about the codexes coming out, about what's coming out, about tournament results, what they're going to next. I got a good buddy going down to LSO that occurs this weekend. This we're due Monday. I'm more interested to see what he took. He's taking Necrons, I know that, but like, what is his final list? Scott Moreno, hello. I think after this I want to research how to get people to keep watching the stream. Got lots of views. No interactions. How to get people engaged. You know, for one thing, so I'm not doing some video games because I'm not good at video games. Used to be, but to practice skill of which I'm not good at. I don't want to keep up and maintain. But I can talk about 40K till I'm blue in the face. I could paint. I have a pile of shame size of Mount Everest. I keep buying more stuff. I know I'm not a bad painter. And I got good incentives. You know, meeting people out there is a good thing. Talking to people is a good thing. But getting them to retain, how is that done? Getting people to interact, how is that done? I wonder if I should, there's a whole group of little flies right here. I wonder what I should do about those. I wonder. Hello. Go Kuka. I see you there. Hello. YouTube viewer, I see you there. Hello. Hello. Too many pustules on this, I think. Taking up all my time figuring out getting all them painted. So many little things. So many little pustules. I could hear that music, the keyboard clacking. I wonder if the music's too low. Alas, I'll never know. Let's do these teeth. You know what? I want these other horns. the music end. Thought for sure it was longer than that. Crazy. Crazy. Skeleton Horde, Wildwood, Gillen Flesh, Sagor Brown, Agrax Earthshade, Skeleton Horde, some decent views on Instagram. Happy about that. I think this other Feculent Gnarlmaw that I have, I'm going to paint different. I'm going to do the tree, the actual green, Nurgle green stuff. It's just too boring. The brown on brown. Too boring. It's a proper poop tree though. It's very poopy. just 11, but I want to put these. I want to put these pustules on here. And green in at least. Won't take long. Pustules. Yeah, I think that's fine. Pustules. Cool. It's hard to see on stream, but the green pustules are a good contrast. Not just some bland tree. Cool. Went over a little bit. I got other stuff to do. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day.